Welcome to Learning with Linux. What we're going to cover today is a few different browsers that are available to you in a Linux package, as well as LibreOffice, one of the more popular Office packages. So with that, let's get started. First off, we've got Mozilla Firefox open here, and hopefully you're familiar with that. It is one of the larger browsers that is available, and that is also present in most Linux distribution packages, or at least you can access it. One item I do want to throw out here is that they do have a developer option, so that's something you might want to look at. All right, under the next tab here, we've got Chromium, which, if you're familiar with Chrome, this is the open source version of that. So you should feel right at home with this browser if you've used Chrome. Basically, Google works with the open source community to develop Chromium, and then they add some different elements to it and ultimately turn it into Chrome. So let's move on. We've also got Opera, which is another package that's out there, another browser. This one, as I understand, is also built on the Chromium open source package. So just got a little different look to it and so on. I won't delve too deep. It is fairly substantial in its reach, somewhere in the neighborhood of, I think, 350 million users. So let's move on to LibreOffice, and we'll start with LibreOffice Writer. Basically, this is the Word package, if you will, in the LibreOffice suite. You can put together any type of Word document that you are already accustomed to, whether it's a .doc, .docx. You can both open and save in those extensions, or you have the default, which is .odt as far as LibreOffice Writer is concerned. That would be the default. But you can also export to PDFs. You can bring in pictures, charts, graphs, all kinds of different things. And let me just kind of scroll through some of this for a minute so you see that there are many different options here. Again, I'm not going to delve too deep into any of them. I just want you to see that there are many different things. Tables, movies and sounds, paragraphs and numbering. You can, format things however you'd like. Work with tables. You got a lot of tools at your disposal, so on, etc. So I'm not going to, again, delve too deep into any of these, but if you do have questions, there are tutorials available online as well as YouTube videos and other sources of information. So now we've got the LibreOfficeCalc package pulled up. It is similar to Excel. So what I have here, just a very simple document. I've just got a few different animals in there and numbers. You get the idea, just some simple information. We can create a nice graph of that. So if you want to work with data, I've got another file up here, and what we have is just length and width, doing some calculations to calculate the area, perimeter, and so on. So if I click in the box that's area, you can see up in the input field, we've got that calculation, in this case, multiplying those other two fields together. Same thing with the perimeter. You've got your calculations there. Let me change one of these. Let's make length, let's say 13 just for kicks. So now you can see that it changes and updates. I'm sure you're familiar with Excel. Okay, let's move on from there. And what we have next is the LibreOffice Impress, which is similar to a PowerPoint type application. What we have here is just very simple presentation. Again, you've got many different options and capabilities at your fingertips. And I'm not going to delve too deep into them, but there are a number of different backgrounds and different symbols and things that you can import. Obviously, you can bring in your own pictures and other elements. You can do animations. You've got a number of different options for some of the various pages or layouts. I don't want to delve too deep. Along the bottom here, you've got a number of different things, different connectors you can bring up, different types of boxes and other elements that you can bring into your presentation. So with that, let's move on. Now we have the LibreOffice Draw package. So similar to Visio or CorelDRAW, and Publisher, but probably not quite as powerful as Publisher. But you can see again some of the same elements here at the bottom, so I won't go too deep into those, but it's basically a very simple drawing package. Now, a couple others that I'm not going to hit on right now. There is a database package, which is similar to Access, and then also there is a math package. So that one can help with Excel and creating different formulas and doing some automated activities there and programming things. So with that, I'm going to conclude this video, and I just want to encourage you to subscribe to this channel. We are going to have more videos on software that's available on Linux, as well as some programming videos and some other things that will be of interest. So, and also encourage you to post questions and things you'd like to see. Have a great day.